Hi, my name is Eamon Lee, and I'm here today at Gerharz Equipment, and we are excited to talk to you from the Richard and Joan Gerharz Food Service Education Center. We're going to be talking about, coming up to the holidays, some of our favorite things that we like to put on your Christmas list. They're available here in the showroom. Whether you are a professional chef or just an enthusiast at home, these products are going to have great value no matter what you're doing and who you're feeding. Check these out. Now, the holidays are coming up, and you're looking at your list right now. We want you to consider whether it's a professional chef in the family or just an enthusiast or home cook. These products that we're going to look at are going to have value for all of them. So here they are, my 3 favorite tools. No matter what time of year, these always have great value. These are the most used in my kitchen, whether it's professional or at home. For starters, the Kuhn Rikon Speed Peeler. One of the best inventions ever and probably the greatest value that you're going to find in our showroom. This peeler is forever sharp. It's more than just for peeling carrots or anything else. You can peel some of the hardest things in the world, and you can also make vegetable linguine with it or pappardelle. It's fantastic. Always sharp, never have to sharpen it. Next item is the Victorinox serrated paring knife. Now, you might recognize the Victorinox name because it's the same company that makes the Swiss Army knife. So they took that usefulness and they put it on the home cook and the professional cook. Now I know, serrated knives, these will stay sharp forever, especially in your home kitchen. Most useful knife, it's my go-to, whether I'm using cheese, something hard, salami, tough vegetables, or even just doing really highly detailed work. This knife is perfect, another fantastic value. Next up is the larger Victorinox. They call it a bread slicing knife, but I'll be honest with you, I use it for just about everything but slicing bread. This thing can blaze through watermelons, it can go through hard vegetables, it can cut, and it has the same action due to the blade shape. You can sort of do some speed cutting and nice fine cutting of leafy vegetables and even into proteins because it has the action of a Western style chef knife. This is easily one of the most useful knives you will ever buy. I guarantee you, no matter who you get these for, they're going to have fantastic value across the board. Professionals appreciate them. Home cooks, they very well may change your life. Instead of just talking about it, why don't I just do a quick demonstration? Before, it would be unthinkable to try to peel an eggplant with a knife. You would waste a lot. But with a peeler and a tough skin that sometimes cooperates, sometimes it doesn't, it's a breeze. All I like to do is to get to the top, and then once you get a bite, just go down. If you feel like it gets stuck, just give it a little sideways action, and look how easy that peels. And then once you get it, it's going. So some people don't always like eggplant peel, and this is a Japanese eggplant that's probably been out for a couple of days, which is notoriously difficult to work with, and look how fast this goes through. This peeler is fantastic. Now imagine if you had a carrot, you can push this and slide these guys. If this wasn't peeled, this would be carrot, and now you have a vegetable pappardelle pasta, so to speak. Super handy, always sharp, and really does a great job. So let me show you how the bread knife works. Remember, we're not going to cut bread. It's useful for everything. So here's our old friend, the bell pepper. Now you know if your knife isn't sharp that this peel is going to put up a pretty good fight, but with a serrated like this, no problem at all. I'm going to show you also a little quick way to efficiently break down a bell pepper. So you can go right through, and as you can see, that was no issue whatsoever. And then on this side, we can bottom out. You can see how fast it cuts. Now, what we suggest is you turn it up, make one downward slice like that, so now it's open, as you can see. And then the next thing you know is we're going to put it down, have the knife come in the cut, and then what we're going to do is we're going to roll along and just take off the pith, putting downward pressure on the board, and unroll your bell pepper. Always keep your hands behind the knife cut so you don't slip and cut yourself. Okay? And that's it. You now have a perfectly seeded and cored bell pepper that's ready for slicing. Remember what I told you about how this knife, shaped like a Western chef knife, is really efficient? And remember how I told you how sharp it is? Watch this. Skin up, super tough. If your knife isn't really sharp, you're never going to get through this. It's going to slide right off one way or the other. But with a serrated, you can go like this. Now remember, I told you, it rocks like a chef knife. This famous action. So if we go through here, voila. Juliana bell pepper, skin side up, one knife all day long. One of the best knives we carry. You'll make anybody's holiday with this. The paring knife, serrated, one of my favorite knives. It's my go-to. I probably use and wash it a dozen times every time I'm cooking dinner. And in the kitchen, we used to hide them on ourselves so nobody would take them because we can't live without it. So, no matter what, again, skin side, super tough to get into. If you have one of these paring knives, this guy's going to breeze right through, no problem. I'm not even cutting. I'm just moving the pepper around, and boom, we're good. Now, if you wanted to, you could go ahead, take this knife and go right down. You could also stick this in. Now, another fair warning, when you're using these knives, they are very, very sharp when they're brand new. So you want to be careful. So simply like that, I just held that knife with 2 fingers, and that's how sharp it was. Comes right out. Now you have a perfectly cored pepper. If you want to do some super fine work with this guy, you can. If you want to mince garlic like a famous French chef, you can. You want to hold it in your hand and start to do some fine work, you can also do that. Anything you want to do with this knife is no problem at all. You'll never have to sharpen it. Because it's so inexpensive, once it's dull, just come back to Gerharz. We'll be more than happy to get you a new one. So there you have it, my 3 favorite tools for the holidays. Whether you're a professional or just a budding amateur, these tools are for you, and I guarantee you they're going to make somebody smile. We're right down at 220 Teal Ave, open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m., open to the public. Come on down. We'd be happy to see you. Otherwise, we hope you have a fantastic holiday. Thanks for watching.